Final part. My mother-in-law kicked me out in the storm, screaming the baby wasn't her son's. Then his estranged brother pulled up in a Bentley and said, "Actually, it's mine." Now, as I hold our newborn, they're begging, but I'm done with their family's lies. He got in the car and started the engine. Through the rain-streaked window, I could see Ryan pushing past his mother, stumbling down the steps. "Natalie," he shouted, "you can't do this. You're my wife." Alexander lowered my window halfway. Not for much longer. Then he pulled away from the curb, leaving the Rothwell estate and all its poison behind. We drove in silence for several minutes. The heater kicked in, and I finally stopped shivering. My clothes were still soaked, clinging uncomfortably to my swollen body. "How long have you known?" I asked finally. "That you were pregnant." He glanced at me. "Since the day you found out. You used my credit card at the pharmacy. I get notifications." "I mean, how long have you known the baby was yours?" "Since the day you found out," he repeated. The timeline was obvious. Ryan hadn't touched you in months. He was too busy with Miranda, his secretary, among others. Alexander's hands tightened on the wheel. "I hired a private investigator. I know everything, Natalie. Every woman, every lie. Every time he came home smelling like someone else's perfume, and you pretended not to notice." Tears burned my eyes. "I thought if I got pregnant, if I gave him a family maybe he'd love you." Alexander's voice was gentle. "You can't make someone love you by giving them what they don't want." "Then why didn't you say something? Why let me?" "Because you needed to see it for yourself." He pulled into an underground garage I didn't recognize. "Because if I'd shown up 6 months ago claiming the baby was mine, what would you have done?" "Stayed with him out of duty. Tried to make it work for the sake of the family." He was right. I would have. I'd been so desperate to make my marriage work, to prove I belonged in their world. "Besides," he added, killing the engine, "I needed time to prepare." "Prepare for what?" "For this." He gestured to the garage, which I now realized was attached to a building I definitely recognized. "Welcome to Rothwell Tower, my Rothwell Tower, not the family's. 40 stories of steel and glass that I bought out from under them last year." My eyes widened. "This is yours." "Ours," he corrected. "If you want it." He came around and helped me out of the car. An elevator took us up and up and up until my ears popped. The doors opened directly into a penthouse that made the Rothwell estate look like a starter home. Floor-to-ceiling windows showcased Manhattan in all its rain-soaked glory. The space was modern but warm, all clean lines and rich textures. And there, in what would have been a second bedroom, was a fully assembled nursery. "Alex," I breathed. "I know it's presumptuous," he said quickly. "I know I should have asked, but I wanted you to have somewhere safe, somewhere that was yours, no matter what happened. Even if you decided to stay with him, I kissed him. 8 months pregnant, soaking wet, probably looking like a drowned rat, and I kissed Alexander Rothwell like my life depended on it. When we finally broke apart, he rested his forehead against mine. "I've loved you since the moment Ryan introduced us," he said quietly. 3 years of watching him treat you like an accessory. 3 years of biting my tongue at family dinners. When you came to me last Thanksgiving crying, because he forgot your anniversary again, I couldn't do it anymore. We said it was just once," I reminded him. "Just one night to forget. And then it was twice and 3 times. And then I was sneaking into my own family's parties, just to steal 5 minutes with my brother's wife." He cupped my face gently. "I'm not proud of how this happened, Natalie. But I'm not sorry either. The baby is ours. Has always been ours. I've been to every appointment, even if you didn't know. Dr. Morrison is very accommodating when you donate a wing to her hospital." I stared at him. "You've been following my pregnancy." "Following, documenting, preparing." He led me to a desk where files were spread out, custody agreements, divorce papers, trust funds. "I told you I needed time to prepare. Ryan might be a lawyer but I'm a CEO. I don't lose." "This is insane," I said, sinking into a chair. "Your mother will destroy us, the scandal." "Let her try." Alexander knelt beside the chair, taking my hands. "I spent 5 years building my empire specifically so I'd never need them again. I'm worth 10 times what the family business is. We could buy our own island and never think about them again. Is that what you want? To run away?" "What I want," he said carefully, "is to raise our child without poison. To give you the life you deserve, to stop hiding how I feel about you." A contraction hit, sharp and sudden. I gasped, clutching my belly. Alexander was on his feet instantly. "What's wrong?" I panted, "your dramatic rescue might have triggered something." "The baby?" "The baby," I confirmed as another contraction rolled through me. "Alex, I'm only 8 months, hospital now." He was already helping me up, grabbing keys, his phone. "I've got you, we've got this." As we headed back to the elevator, my phone buzzed. Ryan finally realizing what he'd thrown away. I deleted the message without reading it. "No regrets?" Alexander asked, watching me. "Just one," I admitted. "What's that?" I smiled through another contraction. "I really like that laptop bag." He laughed, the sound filling the elevator. "I'll buy you 100 laptop bags." "Just one," I said. "But maybe waterproof this time." 6 hours later, our son was born. Alexander held my hand through every contraction, whispered encouragement through every push, and cried when they placed our baby on my chest. "He's perfect," he whispered. "You're perfect." "He's early," I corrected. But I was crying too. "Rothwell men are always impatient," Alexander said, gently touching our son's tiny fist. "What should we name him?" I thought about it. This baby who'd caused so much drama, who'd revealed so many truths, who'd brought me to where I belonged. "Truth," I said. "Let's name him something that means truth." "Veritas," Alexander suggested. "Too pretentious." "Perfect," I decided. "Veritas Alexander Rothwell." Let his grandmother choke on the symbolism. Alexander kissed my forehead. "I love you, both of you, all of you, even the messy parts. Especially the messy parts." Outside the hospital window, the rain had stopped. Manhattan sparkled in the afternoon sun, washed clean and gleaming with possibility. My phone buzzed again. Patricia this time, probably demanding answers or issuing threats. I handed the phone to Alexander. Throw it away, I said. I want a new number, a new life, a new everything. Are you sure? I looked at our son, at the man who'd stood in the rain to claim us, at the future spreading out before us like a promise. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. He smiled and tossed the phone in the trash. Then let's start over. You, me, and Veritas against the world. Against the Rothwells, you mean? Same thing, he said, and kissed me again. And in that moment, in that hospital room with our surprise baby, and our complicated love, and our uncertain future, I realized something Patricia Rothwell would never understand.